2019 has definitely been the year in which streaming games reached a high peak. Thousands and thousands of people right now are watching a game of Fortnite, LOL, or World of Warcraft over multiple streaming services such as YouTube, Twitch, or Mixer. We're all very well introduced to the top games on streaming platforms, but now we will present to you some games that could become potential bright stars between the streamers. Hi, I'm Ivy, you're watching HD Play, and this is 7 games streamers will love to play in November 2019. After 6 long years since the last installment, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Next Level Games has announced that the third and newest part of the Luigi Mansion series is ready for the market. Luigi's Mansion 3 is an action-adventure game in which a Luigi player is tasked with overcoming his fears and finding his missing friends at a ghost-obsessed last resort hotel. There will be 3 new powers available to Luigi at disposal: Slam, which slams ghosts on the ground; Suction Shot, which attaches the plunger to an item before pulling it away and destroying it; and Burst, an air pressure for group attack. This time, Luigi will be helped by a new vacuum, the Poltergeist G00, as well as his Green Luigi counterpart that could be played by one of your friends and help you. Players will be able to choose 2 modes to play: Scarescaper mode, in which up to 8 online players will be able to join forces and complete tasks across the floors of a hotel, or Scream Park mode, in which both teams will be able to fight for better score in various minigames. Paid DLCs for Scarescaper and Scream Park multiplayer mode have also been announced. Luigi's Mansion 3 is available this Halloween only on Nintendo Switch consoles. In the last quarter of the year, newest management game Planet Zoo arrives from Frontier Studios. This beautiful game will be decorated by the gorgeous 3D Cobra engine, which will make the graphics as unreal as the previous Planet Coaster. In this business simulation game, players will have the opportunity to build, maintain, and study 50 different types of animals that will have their own feelings, needs, and mentality. In order to pass on the best possible gene to future generations, players will also have to do a good job of exploring each animal's genetics to single out those with the best genes. The game consists of 2 modes for playing: campaigning with missions, or enjoying the freedom of playing in sandbox mode. Planet Zoo will be available on the market in 2 versions, the classic version and the deluxe one, which will include bonuses in the form of music, wallpaper, and 3 exclusive animals: Komodo Dragon, Pygmy Hippopotamus, and Thompson's Gazelle. The release date of the game is November 5th, and for now, it has been confirmed that it will only be on Microsoft Windows. Farmer's Dynasty. From Top Lits Productions, we're getting a different single-player simulation game than what we saw this year: Farmer's Dynasty. If you have ever wondered what life in the countryside would be like, and think about all the responsibilities it entails, you will soon have the opportunity to try it out. Farmer's Dynasty is a game that will allow its players to experience the life simulation with RPG elements and parts of a classic farmer game. The goal of the player will be to rebuild and build Grandpa's old farm and start his own dynasty, making family and friends. The game will feature challenging quests, agricultural machines, tools, faculties and buildings, tractors such as John Deere, as well as countless plants that the player will be able to plant and maintain. Farmer's Dynasty will be available November 7th on Microsoft Windows, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One. The first production of Hideo Kojima's after the Konami breakup is a long-awaited game, Death Stranding. This PS4 exclusive is a stealth action game in the open world concept. The game is set in a futuristic US that fell apart due to the supernatural phenomena that accelerated the aging of all living beings. The invasion of invisible beings leads the government to fall apart, and the player, like Sam, the main character of the game, will have to save the world by connecting alienated cities and uniting them. The detail that will surely amaze you is that the game will feature asynchronous multiplayer, which means the players will be able to share locations of hidden resources that other players have left behind. As mentioned before, Death Stranding is exclusive to PS4, and players will be able to try it out on November 8th. For the 25th anniversary of the Need for Speed series, EA and Ghost Games have decided to launch a 24th sequel to this popular franchise, Need for Speed Heat. This exciting racing game is located in the open world of Palm City, a city based in Miami and Florida, made up of 18 different districts. The player, as in the previous installments of the series, will have to fight for his place in the street racing elite, as the police try to capture him. During the day, the police play a fair game and by the rules, but at night, they become rogue police officers for whom there are no rules and boundaries in the law enforcement. Even though in Need for Speed Payback, the players were able to enjoy the 24-hour day and night cycle. This time, that was left out, so players would be able to switch to day or night variant at will. Need for Speed Heat will feature 127 cars from 33 different brands, and will also welcome back, after a long time, Ferrari cars that have been paused a bit in the game. Performance upgrades will no longer come as random speed cards, but will be unlocked by reputation and race wins. The game will contain microtransactions, as well as extra paid content. In addition to the classic, there will also be a deluxe version of the game that will feature some extra exclusive things, like outfits, cars like the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, reputation, bang boost, and more. The game will be available on Microsoft Windows, PS4, and Xbox One, November 8, 2019. "20 years after the release of the original Rune game, it's time for the market to try out the sequel, Rune 2 Ragnarok. This game, inspired by the Norse mythology, is an open-world sandbox RPG game where players will have to bow to one of several gods, which will directly affect their specialties and powers. Like a Viking caught in a fight between the gods, players will travel the world to solve missions, collect artifacts and resources, or fight fierce battles. Players will be able to play the game on their own or in co-op multiplayer mode. Characters, weapons, and armors are all possible to upgrade. Stop the battle of the gods and save the human race from extermination by killing some of the Nordic gods responsible for the war. Rune 2 Ragnarok only releases PC exclusively on Epic Store on November 12th. From Varshav Game Studios comes a game designed for both adults and children, Bee Simulator. This interactive action-adventure simulation game allows its players to see the world through the eyes of an insect, the stages of its life, as well as study the bee itself and learn some new things. Players have 3 different game modes available, 2 simpler modes designed for children, and 1 mode that will be more complicated for adult experienced players. Single-player story mode is a story about the survival of a family of bees from human influences. Exploration mode allows you to freely explore the world inspired by the Central Park, New York. The game will also be having a split-screen mode, in which you can experience cooperation or competition game that includes 3 different maps. The game will contain a lot of educational material, the ability to interact with the environment, humans, plants, and animals, and relaxing music by the composer in charge of the Witcher 3 album. We have to emphasize that every form of violence has been thrown out of the game, and this game is ideal entertainment for younger audiences without the need of parental supervision. The game will be available on November 14th on Microsoft Windows, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. That was a list of 7 games that we are sure will be popular amongst streamers in the last quarter of 2019. If we missed some of the games that you think will be popular as well, comment down below and we will try to cover it in some of our upcoming videos. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like and subscribe for more videos like this one, and we will see you very soon.
I'm not running around looking for nobody else. I've got one thing on my mind. I already hear the